YouTube, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing good. The BlackPink 9? The story behind how BlackPink almost looked completely different. I'm gonna check this out, man. As you guys know, I'm still trying to learn about how all this came to be. I'm still very new to the whole Blink world. So let's just jump into it, man. Let's take a look at what we got here. If you guys are new, subscribe to the channel, join the family. Here we go.
What if this looked like this? Well, it almost happened. The BlackPink 9 disgraced YG Entertainment founder and
BlackPink in your area.
producer Chang Hana had a master plan. Develop 9 trainees that were ready to debut in a massive girl group, but for some reason, that plan changed. Today, we look into an alternate timeline where BlackPink became that larger size group and looked completely different. And what happened to those trainees who nearly became what would have been the BlackPink 9? One debuted in a massive group, 2 in a medium-sized group, 2 solo, and 1 who walked away from the K-pop industry completely.
Wow. That's kind of wild. You go from almost being in BlackPink to completely out of K-pop. Damn.
Okay, so if you know the backstory to the creation of BlackPink, you know that the group wasn't called BlackPink at first. Names and code names for the pre-debut group at the time included Pink Punk, a name closest to what we are used to today, and it's honestly not that bad of a name. Baby Monster, a name that is still considered for YG's new girl group whenever they do come out. And it looks like it's relatively soon because YG Entertainment did file a copyright on the name in Korea back in 2020. After hearing those potential...
That's interesting. But man, BlackPink is so perfect, bro. Like, I don't know. Baby Monster's cool, but BlackPink? It's super dope.
names that BlackPink could have been called, BlackPink sounds absolutely perfect. Now on to the trainees. With YG Entertainment and traditionally all K-pop companies teasing future idols as actors and backup dancers for existing artists in their company, we got to know Ginny and Rose in the same way. Pretty on in their trainee life, Ginny and Rose appeared to the public. Ginny acted in and provided vocals for G-Dragon's solo work Black, and Rose for lending her vocals to another G-Dragon song, Without You. Lisa and Jisoo were more of a mystery to the general public, but not as nearly a big a mystery as the other trainees YG Entertainment had in the conversation of joining the debuting team that would become BlackPink. This is the BlackPink 9, or what could have been. Let's start with the name that everyone probably knows about. Nicknamed the 5th member of BlackPink, Idol's main vocalist and visual, Mion. Mion was not only in the pool of trainees lined up to debut, but there are famous photos of her with the rest of BlackPink, leading to me believing that BlackPink was originally going to be a 5-member girl group at some point. Mion potentially could have been a center role of the whole group. I can for sure see Mion totally fitting in with the rest of BlackPink visually. Joining around the same time as Jenny did puts Mion in a great position age-wise compared to the rest of BlackPink. That means she trained in YG for over 5 years, giving producers, staff, and other trainees enough time to get close to one another, which makes her departure from the company and BlackPink that much more of a question mark. For the longest time, that question mark was left unanswered till 2020. After BlackPink debuted, and after Mion joined Cube Entertainment and debuted in Idol, someone posted a few candid photos on a Korean site of Mion and another YG trainee at the time, Jung Ji-hyun, where they were walking together on the streets of Japan. Aside from the idols and especially trainees dating being a problem in Korea, the thing that stands out from what the original poster said is that both Mion and Jung Ji-hyun were both minors at the time, 17 years old. While it was confirmed that they were together...
What's that all about? Idols and... I still don't fully understand. What do they mean by idol? What do they mean by idol?
At the time, Mion was 18, and this trip was actually after she left YG Entertainment and before she joined Cube. And many point to this as to the creation of YG's dating ban for trainees and idols. But I mean, come on, it worked out for BlackPink and Mion in the end. Next up is Unbi, a trainee that was highly anticipated for BlackPink's debut, but has now walked away from the idol life. We first met Unbi as a contestant on the 2nd season of Superstar K2. Yep, that's the same season they found the future lead vocalist of another YG Entertainment group, Sungyeon of Winner. Focusing on Unbi, she was definitely a talent that YG Entertainment didn't want to pass on. So when she finished the competition show in the top 6, YG made the move to give Unbi a shot as a trainee under the company, where she practiced and trained for 3 years. Then just a year before BlackPink's official debut, Unbi left YG in 2014. The only explanation was due to a decline in health. That dream of being an idol in K-pop seemed to be over for Unbi after withdrawing from YG. But since 2018, going by her full name, Kim Unbi, is a singer and songwriter now, and made an appearance on The Voice Korea in 2020, and her most notable song was for the soundtrack in a drama Best Chicken, which is directly translated. While being an idol and a member of BlackPink was within reach, it really wasn't in the cards for Unbi.
That's pretty dope though. Good for her, man.
Yo, I remember being super excited to see this trainee debut in YG. Chang Hana looked like she was born to be an idol, and BlackPink would have been the perfect group for her. Another potential star from a competition show, this time in the 3rd
She definitely looks the part, bro. She would fit right in.
season of K-Pop Star, where Young Han-suk himself, the founder and lead producer at the time, was a judge. So he personally got to see Chang Hana up close and see what a diamond in the rough she was. Young Han-suk was not completely impressed at first. Yes, she had a great singing voice and there was talent there. But slowly, Chang Hana grew on everyone, including YG himself. Just like Unbi, Chang Hana would finish in the top 6 of the show. She would join YG Entertainment as a trainee, where her voice would be
So this is basically the K-pop version of American Idol.
compared to another YG artist, Lee Hai. But I would slightly compare it to Rose. Actually. I did say slightly because they both can sing and with soul and produce those fun vibratos like this.
No drama in my life.
But there is a huge difference here.
God, man, her voice, I'm telling you, good grief.
Rose has a very distinct vocal. You know it's her when she sings,
Facts.
and that's probably why you love her voice in the first
Facts.
place. Having
Facts.
Chang Hana in the same group is kind of unnecessary.
Yeah.
So at some point before BlackPink was set to debut, Chang Hana already knew she wasn't going to debut in the group. So she would feature in other YG artist songs, live on stage with Jin Yushan, and the show that made iKON Mix and Match. But that would be it for Chang Hana and her time in YG Entertainment. She left in 2017, holding out a few years after BlackPink's debut. And after some difficulty, she was able to debut solo and finally show what YG missed out on. Seeming like she's self-produced now, she made her debut in 2020, and that BlackPink connection was still there when Jenny shared Chang Hana's debut song on Instagram. Chang Hana is still active and releases covers on her YouTube channel.
That's interesting. I'm surprised she doesn't have more views. Interesting. I'd like to check it out.
Now the trainee Ginny is kind of a bittersweet story. Like Jenny and Rose, Ginny came from an English-speaking country. Being born and growing up in LA makes her fluent in English, which is one of the keys to BlackPink's popularity now. So she had that going for her, as she was one of the names in the pre-debut project group within YG called Future 21. Yes, before BlackPink or any idea what the next girl group was after 21, Young Han-suk decided to call them Future 21. Which is kind of lazy, I agree, but it shows the faith in these trainees to even be mentioned as the future of such an influential girl group of the second generation of K-pop. 5 years into the trainee life, BlackPink was being formed and preparations were being made for debut. The only thing missing was Ginny. So Ginny was training to be a rapper, a position in BlackPink that was without a doubt already filled by Jenny, nicknamed the Princess of YG, and Lisa, the double threat dancer and rapper from Thailand, who Ginny is close with, by the way. So Ginny moved on to pretty exciting things. The same year Ginny left YG Entertainment was the same year the 3rd season of the produced series was filming, Produce 48. Ginny showed up as an independent artist, technically, but for the show, having the YG name attached to you is kind of a scary thing. And a shocking background, you know, for the drama. But that YG aura wasn't enough as Ginny finished in 69th place of the show. Back to just being a trainee. Well, scratch that. Former YG trainee gave her a few options, one of which was in a girl group called Secret Number. Some of you might remember not too long ago in 2020 when Secret Number debuted and completely surprised us all with the attention they got, which was well deserved. They are a great group even though they lost a member recently. Shout out my girl Denise wherever you are. Ginny in Secret Number is still going strong with the comeback they just dropped in June of this year. The next trainee we're talking about for sure lost a member recently. Shout out my girl Denise wherever you are. Ginny in Secret Number is still
Secret Number. We gotta check them out, man. I'm writing it down. Secret Number.
going strong with the comeback they just dropped in June of this year. The next trainee we're talking about.
Can you imagine that though, man? A third rapper? A third rapper? Nah, we really don't need all that, man. We really don't need all that if we're being honest. We don't need all that.
For sure has a story to tell. Kim Eun-na was not only the most famous trainee in YG Entertainment, but she was expected to be the next CL. Born in New York makes Eun-na an English speaker. On top of that, she is a skilled rapper just as a trainee. That's her challenging herself by competing in not only Unpretty Rap Star 3, but Superstar K that kickstarted a few careers in K-pop. But for Eun-na, it wasn't easy. Being eliminated from both shows before the finals, imagine putting in.
What is this, bro? They got a battle show? Nah. Bro, what? They got a battle show? Unpretty Rap Star? Oh, bro. We gotta check that out, man. Battling is what it's all about. That's what I love about hip-hop. Man, you guys gotta tell me, is that show good? Should we check it out? Let me know. Let me know.
Years into training, appearing alongside others in industry, and not seeing the results. Like anyone would, Eun-na left YG in 2013 to get an opportunity to actually debut. But it really does make you think, would waiting it out really be worth it when BlackPink debuted only 2 years later? Possibly Eun-na saw what was coming and the direction YG was going with the look of BlackPink and didn't see a reason to stay. Whatever the reason was, Eun-na quickly debuted in a group for the first time. The ARC debuted in 2015 and was promoted as a hip-hop focused group, with Eun-na kind of bringing attention to the group, but it really wasn't enough as the ARC released one single and that was it. Active for barely a year before disbanding in early 2016. Again, Eun-na found herself back to where she started. Although that wouldn't keep her down. She found another shot to get herself out there again, but that meant joining her third survival show, The Unit, in 2017. But this show would turn out to be different. The whole idea of the show was to reboot and give already debuted idols and trainees that didn't get much fame another chance to debut in a new group. A perfect chance for Eun-na, and she took it, going the distance to the finals where she didn't make the final 9. Heartbreak after heartbreak. Eun-na was just this close to finding a secure group to debut in. Finally, in 2018, Eun-na took her last shot, at this point, for respect in the K-pop industry. Out of everything Eun-na had been tied to, this duo called Kan had the chance of success. Created by Moro Entertainment, a decently sized K-pop company, combined Eun-na and Minsu, a vocalist who also came from the ARC. Once they debuted and dropped their first single, I'm Your Girl, in 2018, everything looked and sounded amazing. This looked like what Eun-na was chasing for during her trainee days. However, Kan would just turn out to end the same way everything else ended. Moro Entertainment, without any official announcement, removed Kan from their artist lineup on their website. Eun-na herself had to say Kan disbanded by responding to an Instagram comment, saying Kan was being mistreated by the company, which led to the official disbandment in 2019. If you want to know a K-pop idol that probably faced the hardest road to debut, then picking themselves up again to do it all over again and again, Eun-na Kim is the one you're talking about. After pushing and fighting for over 8 years, Eun-na left Korea to return home to the United States, where she started a normal life, got married, and now K-pop is just a distant memory for her now.
Wow.
Finally, let's take a look at Sua, who is in a fast rising group right now. But back to the start of her career, she was just another YG trainee rapper with huge potential. She was even composing and producing music since her
Sua, you say? Nice to meet you.
early trainee days, joining the company before literally anyone else in this video. That also includes all of BlackPink. Sua joined in 2009 when she was only 10 years old. Those who worked at YG saw Sua grow up right in front of them.
Wow.
And here is Sua in the project group Future 21 that I talked
That's crazy.
about before with Ginny. So Sua was already in the public eye from a young age, and she would continue to get more attention when she appeared on the second season of Unpretty Rap Star. Although Sua was the youngest contestant, she beat the odds and finished third on the show.
What?
After that, there really wasn't much Sua was doing back at YG, or should I say the basement of YG, as she stayed there till 2019, spending 10 long years in one company. And well, after BlackPink already debuted and had 4 comebacks and Ginny solo, Sua left. But unlike most of the almost BlackPink members, Sua was picked up and probably considered to be the foundation of this rookie girl group we know today. Thanks to some viral moments, you know it's your girl Suki, Billy is on the rise now. And with a recent comeback just weeks ago, Billy with Sua is beloved and hopefully has a bright future ahead of them. Okay, this was the BlackPink 9. While you probably don't want to change how BlackPink looks today, after seeing the potential idols that could have been this BlackPink 9, you'd have to admit, it would have been insane if the original idea of BlackPink would have happened.
It would have been crazy for sure, but nah. I'm glad we got the girls we got. The 4 that we got, it's literally perfect, man. I saw a bunch of rumors like BlackPink fans are worried and paranoid that Born Pink's gonna be their last album together. Tell me you're lying, man. Tell me you're lying. Tell me you're lying. I just showed up to the party. I just got here. We can't do that. But yeah, man, let me know if we should check out any of those other groups. What did he say? 21? I already forgot. I'm gonna go back and look. But let me know if we should check out any of these other groups or that show, Unpretty Rap Star. Bro, if they're having rap battles live on stage, I need to see it. Let me know. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys next time. Take care of yourselves and each other. Stay safe out there, everybody. Peace out. SauceyFam.